Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all beautiful people doing? I know you're like, what the heck, girl? Where have you been? Like, you've been gone for a whole year. Like, it has been so much going on in my life. Like, just a bunch of life changes with job, relationships. A lot has changed with me over the past year, and I felt like it was necessary for me to kind of take a break and get adjusted to my new way of life and my new way of living, and then get back into the swing of my YouTube. So I just wanted to catch you guys up on where I've been. So I think one of the last videos I posted was kind of during the pandemic, of course, and it was I think what was it, a black beauty haul, black owned brand beauty haul video I uploaded, and that was like right before the election. At that time I was making a lot of graphics that were election guides for my neighborhood in small surrounding areas. It wound up doing really good on social media. So after working and doing those graphics, I kind of got offered a job with the Democratic Party of Georgia. My friend Sarah, she was working with them as a field organizer, and she told me that they were looking for a digital strategist, someone to join the digital team, and she figured I would be a good fit. So I was like, of course, that's something I'm totally interested in. So I applied, and at first I didn't get the job. It was like, I forgot, what was it? I think it was like digital organizer or something like that. That's what the first job position was. And I interviewed and everything. I remember doing the interview while I was actually out of town on a cabin trip, and it was like I had to do this one portion of it where I had to like do this writing thing, and it was timed, and I basically missed whitewater rafting to do the timed interview part of the essay portion of the interview, which I was kind of bummed about, especially since I was like, dang, I didn't even get the job, so like, what the heck. But lo and behold, a few weeks later, the director of the digital team hit me back up via email. Was like, hey, I know we interviewed with you with this one position, but I think you'll be really good for this other position. We would love to have you on the team. Like, please apply. Let's get it cracking or whatever. So I'm like, oh, cool. Of course, I'll apply. Like, this is right up my alley. This is something I want to do. I want to be impactful this election season. I want to do my part in making the change I want to see in the world. So, boom. I applied to this job. This job title was digital strategist. So, I applied. I interviewed, and I got the job. Woo! So I started there in October, right? That same month, I got hired on my house caught on fire. So my mom and I, we all had to move out, and we were kind of displaced. We were living in a hotel from like October 2020 to February 2021, and now right now it's like a little over a year since the fire. It's November, so I've been adjusted back and just getting used to the new swing of things. But when I was working with the election, it was literally nonstop every day, no days off except on like Christmas and kind of Thanksgiving, but not really. And it was just nonstop work. But, we did our part. We flipped Georgia blue, and it was pretty fun. Got to meet some great people and got to do some amazing historic groundwork in my local community. So I'm excited. I was happy. I'm happy with it. And after my contract ended, it was kind of, I ain't gonna say, it was kind of messed up how they did me, because they let me know my contract was over literally day of notice. I had kind of been preparing anyway on the back end, because I was like, I knew my contract was going to end in February after the runoff, in January after the runoffs. I knew like I needed to be looking for something else. So I started applying for jobs back in December, because I knew like the election's about to be over. I need to look for something solid, because this is contract work. Even though it was great money, it was contract work, and it wasn't really solidified if they had enough money and budgets to keep us on during the off season or whatever. I was like, okay, I need to prepare myself. I need to like have a backup plan or whatever. And I'm like, God, just lead me in the right direction. Please, 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 please. So literally I'm like, okay, applying all these different places. I applied doing digital stuff for the airport, for the city of Atlanta, like some nonprofit organizations, like so many places. Then literally the same day that I get the call that my contract ended on a day of notice, one of my old mentors, Bree, she's an amazing person, y'all. Go follow Bree. This is her Instagram. Go follow her. She's awesome. She's dope. She's in sports journalism right now, and she's just a dope person to follow if you're into that kind of thing. Connect with Bree. But Bree hired me as an intern and in like 2018. So we always kind of like kept up the relationship. We always she always reached out to me if they needed some extra help with something. You know, I always reach out to her. And even not even just with that, like even if, you know, just check and see how she was doing, you know, me and her will always connect and stuff. So Bree hits me up. She was like, hey, I'm not sure if you're still interested, but my old position is open and I think you would be a great fit. You know, hit up Gil, who was like her supervisor at the time, and let him know that I applied. So I was like, okay, cool. I know Gil. I worked with Gil when I was an intern, and like Gil's cool people, you know. I applied. I hit up Gil, let him know I applied, and he was like, hey Sid, you know, that's dope. We'll definitely be in touch, but I'll say quasi. So I'm like, okay, boom, y'all. I'm in there. Like, I'm excited. So some weeks pass by. Like, I'm like, okay, I got some money saved up. I'm in the hotel. I'm still paying for rent at my house
that I'm not living in because it caught on fire.
And like, I'm just praying every day that things are just going to work out because God is God's plan. What's meant for me, it will be for me. And mind you, I had interviewed with the airport at the time, but they kind of like ghosted me. I didn't really hear nothing much back from them. So I didn't really take it to heart or nothing like that because, so literally I'm just waiting to get a call back. Yo finally emails me and calls me. He's like, hey Sid, you know, we're interested. We want to do your first interview. Like, boom, boom, boom. We can get you scheduled. I'm like, oh crap. Okay, now the ball is rolling. It's rolling. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm available this day, this time's like, let me know which day and time works best for you. Boom, we set the time, we set the day. I interviewed, first interview went very well. He tells me, we're gonna do the next interview with you, me and the sales manager, and then if you advance after that, you'll interview with our general manager. Then boom, well, you'll see if you're on or not. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot around the interviews, but I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I interviewed literally in the hotel room, and I don't even know if my coworkers know this. If you're watching this, y'all was interviewing me in a hotel room. So I was interviewing in the hotel room. Weeks go by. My mom and I are about to start moving back into our apartment because it's ready. I was still waiting to hear from the final interview. I was like, I need to do the final interview. Like, oh my God, he's gonna call me back. I'm scared. So Gil finally calls me back. He's like, Sid, unfortunately, you did not get the position. And I'm like, what? And then he's like, just kidding. I played. I'm like, Gil, do not play with me. Like, why are you playing? He's just like, I'm just playing. Of course, I'm going to offer you the position, blah, blah, blah. When can you start? And we get the ball rolling. They do my background check. I pass. And I submit all my tax stuff, and boom, I started in March as the promotions coordinator. And I'm currently still, you know, holding things down, you know, working hard or whatever, you know what I'm saying, holding these things. So yeah, so far I've done some pretty fun things, but being a promotions coordinator is just a lot, and it's very time consuming. And a lot of the times when I have time to myself, I kind of don't want to be in front of a camera or working on my computer because I'm at a computer all day. I just kind of want to decompress. And I also got a new laptop right before the fire, and I didn't have the right piece to transfer footage from my camera onto my laptop, so that's something else I got to invest in. So right now I'm on my iPad because it's just easier for editing purposes, but I like the quality on my camera more. I just told myself, like, baby, foot on their necks all the rest of the year and all into 2022. This is your year. Like, I've gone through so much just with relationships with family, friends, romantic relationships, just like things that had seemed to be always so solid kind of just disappear. It's kind of a new way of life right now for me, and I don't know if some of y'all can relate to that, like just new changes and new beginnings and new cycles starting or old cycles ending. Like it's just very different for me right now, but you know, I'm still blessed and thankful nonetheless, because the fire didn't really cause any damage to anyone's life, or you know, nothing real serious like that. Of course the materialistic things can be replaced, but people can't, so thank God nothing happened like that to anyone. But yeah, seriously, it was just literally a matter of me just coming on and jumping into the swing of things. And now we got done with a lot of big things. Like I was able to help organize Birthday Bash 25, which is a huge hip-hop concert here in Atlanta. So that was like my first big thing I worked on, first big show I worked on, so I was really proud of that. But yeah, so right now I'm just working as a coordinator. I've kind of found a balance in my schedule to where I feel comfortable that I can take the time out and do my videos, upload to my channel, stay consistent with you guys, and give you guys good content or whatever. But that's just a little spiel of where I've been. Guys, drop in the comments of any stories that you want me to cover, any video, any content you want to see from me. If you want to see a story time, if you want to get advice from me for like college, and just let me know what you want to hear. Like I got some stuff on the way. Yeah, y'all, I don't want to ramble on too much, but I just wanted to fill you guys in on where I've been. And yeah, that's where I've been. So in the meantime, y'all go ahead and click that subscribe button. Bow. Go hit that like button. Bow. Make sure you leave the comment letting me know what y'all want to see next. Thanks y'all for tuning in this long. If you're still here, I love you. Thank you. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Bye.